Feel like you got it pretty full?
Yeah,
I think it's
like
full. Thank you.
Pretty full.
Hold that.
Yeah, that was a great blood draw.
Very good.
Thank you.
I didn't feel a thing. A couple of weeks ago, I was diagnosed with an extremely rare appendiceal stage 3 cancer, meaning it originated in my appendix, migrated into my large intestine where they found a cancerous tumor. Much to my dismay, migrated there to 6 lymph nodes. Good morning, everyone. You know, most days I wake up with some hope and some energy and some faith. I check my weight and I review my body as far as how it's recovering from surgery and the water retention and the scars. Today was a really tough day. I didn't recognize my own body. I didn't recognize myself too much as far as how I was feeling. And I just had to work through the day. But I'm really glad you're here, and I'm glad we're able to do this RGCC testing.
A little tricky.
So, an amazing nurse that my dad used to work with. She's going to draw my blood for the RGCP test, RGCC test, which we've talked about.
Yeah.
Some people call it the Greek test, and what they do is they do a blood sample, which y'all can do up there, and then you send it in. The way they do the test, they measure circulating tumor cells, and then they come up with agents that, effectively, beat down those cancer tumor cells.
Is this a cutting edge blood test? Is this a newer blood test?
Yeah, it really is. Because not only can that give you like a roadmap, but you can share that roadmap with your oncologist if you are seeing a local oncologist.
Yeah.
This is the test that's going to help us determine what chemotherapy agents and then what repurposed medications. And basically, we're going to do this blood draw here and send off the results to a very high-end lab in Greece. And hopefully this information helps us understand how better to attack this cancer. So, it's an important evening.
It's an extra.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's that?
This is what this goes into that's a protected needle,
Oh, wow.
and it'll go on there and suck the blood in.
Wow.
Okay, which arm?
I'll figure this arm.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you make a fist with that one.
Make a fist with this one.
Yep, and it's gonna go under this one like a bridge. You can relax that.
I see.
So it pops that arm up a little.
I'm not very veiny right now, am I?
Oh, you're okay. Nobody's ever done that, have they?
For a CrossFitter, you're just not very veiny right
Not
now.
right now.
A little dehydrated and it's cold in here.
A little dehydrated. Gone through a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Well, I do see there is a vein there.
Oh, yeah. Definitely appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, no problem. So are you on chemo?
No, that hasn't started yet.
But you're going to?
I would assume so.
Infusion or oral?
I don't know exactly how we're going to do it. I think we're looking into some integrated approaches.
Got it.
There's a doctor in Seattle who runs a clinic. He's an oncologist and an immunologist, and he believes in pulsing chemo, so doing smaller weekly chemo as opposed to mega every 3-week doses of chemo. We're looking into that. There's a doctor who's won a Nobel Prize in Nevada that we're getting an appointment with. He believes in insulin potentiated chemotherapy. You use a smaller dose, but you put insulin to lower your blood sugar. You do the chemo, you do testing to figure out which agents are best, and then you feed your body dextrose, and it opens up the cancer cells, which love sugar. He thinks it's safer, but honestly, we're going to meet with everyone, including traditional chemo. And
I love it.
And we'll just do whatever the team thinks is best.
All right, I think we've tapped out.
Cool.
Feel like you got it pretty full? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
like
full.
full. Thank you.
Pretty full.
Hold that.
Doodle, doodle, doodle.
Whoa, that was fancy.
Fancy.
Yeah, that was a great blood draw.
Very good.
Thank you.
I didn't feel a thing.
You need to put your name on it.
Yep. Label that baby.
Wow.
And I'll take all this to work tomorrow and
Thank you.
trash it.
Cool. Well, there you have it.
There you have it.
RGCC on the way. We've just finished. Thank you, Colleen.
Yeah, seriously, thank you.
Drawing the blood to run the RGCC. Some call it the Greek test. This is going actually overseas. They will look for cancer cells in the blood, and if they identify any, then they will test those against a long list of both chemotherapeutic agents and natural agents that are known to be effective or often effective against cancer, and figure out which agents work specifically for his cancer. So it's a way of really targeting it. And there are others, so this isn't the only test we're sending off. We are meeting with other oncologists who are going to do other types of similar testing, but similar but different. So we're just getting all the information we can, and we will share results when we get them.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right.
I just wanted to jump in at the end of this video and talk to you about something that I don't know why I didn't at the end of that day. We're a few days past that day right now, but I was paralyzed that day. That was the lowest day I've had since my cancer diagnosis, since my surgery, since coming home. That day I felt empty, I felt lost, I felt apathetic, I felt scared, I was tired, my eyes were flat, as perhaps you saw in this video. I could barely move that day, and thanks to the support system I have, thanks to incredible people like you and the people that have been through what I'm going through on this channel, I'm learning to just take those days for what they are. I personally aim for contentment rather than happiness right now. Lighter moments are coming for sure, but there are days like the day in this video where I just wanted to stay in bed and escape all of this completely. But I didn't, and I got up and I did the best I could, and I went to bed content with my effort. But I'm just allowing myself to feel my feelings and process this whole thing as best I can. And I appreciate everyone who encourages that. I certainly encourage that. I don't want to get lost in despair, but I'm not big on pretending things are great in here and in here when they're not. And this was the hardest day I've had, but I got through it, and the next day was better. And today, for example, has been a good day, all things considered. Maintaining my faith each and every day, regardless of how I feel. But God bless all of you for being so kind and supportive to me. And on to the next one. Control what we can. Look up for guidance, and do this whole thing with as much grace and dignity as I can. Okay, adios.